In today's video, I traveled from Brasov, Romania to the capital of Romania, Bucharest. And Brasov is north of the Carpathian Mountains, so I started out north of there and we cut through the mountains. And unfortunately, the first train I was on, it was supposed to be the only train I was on. The motor and the lead engine broke or something, I don't know. I think it was overheating. Something happened to it, and it kind of left us stranded in one of the mountain towns. Fortunately, I was able to rebook another ticket. The whole situation was a bit confusing. I really didn't know what happened, but I got on another train, and I was able to continue on in my journey. It just set me back by about an hour and a half. So I ended up spending another bit of time at the station and on the train a little bit longer. It wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't fun either, I guess. It was a little bit stressful. But I did make it to Bucharest. Everything's fine. I got to see the lovely Carpathian Mountains for the first time, and it really piqued my curiosity in the place. It's just really beautiful, as you can see here. And these are just like the entrance to the Carpathians. Once you see like the full peaks, it's really gorgeous. So yeah, definitely a difficult place to live and cross. It's full of wildlife. There's loads of bears and stuff in there. But great hiking, lots of castles, and a bunch of different historic sites to check out as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video despite the setbacks, and please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
All right, so bad news. I did not make it to the Dracula's castle today because I was just super exhausted from traveling. So I'm going to Bucharest. So I will have no video of Dracula's castle. I guess I had to come back to Romania just to see that site. I just couldn't do another like super early morning rise again because I did that yesterday where I had to get up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. and I'm just like spent. I couldn't get up again and do the same thing over again. I just felt really exhausted. I think the trip's starting to creep up on me. So I apologize. I guess I'll just have to do some more travels in Romania and yeah, do a video on that later on. But hope you enjoyed today. Man, I say a buffet. That was really nice. I feel like I'm gonna take a siesta, but headed to the train now. I'm gonna catch the buses. Buses. Alright, so I was able to get my ticket off this machine here. It cost 10 lei for 2 rides, so it's like a little over. It's basically like $1 a ride, but I only needed 1 ticket, so I don't know. I'm kind of paying for 2 tickets and I only need 1. Alright, so here's bus number 50. I gotta take this a couple stops, and I'll be at my other bus to take me to the station. Stop. I'm gonna switch buses. Waiting for bus number 4 now. See what the street looks like here. Alright, so I'm in the bus now. 3 stops. Here's the station, so headed in now. Fun the track. Alright, saying bye to Brasov. Alright, here is the top of Brasov station. Alright, you get another view of the station from yesterday. but I just looked up on track 1. But yeah, this is a cool station. Check it out. This kind of gives me like vintage 70s vibe, 60s or 70s. I'm in 1632 there, 1257. Track 1. That train looks really old school there. Alright, so I think this is my train, so it's pretty early, so I've got still like half an hour before we take off. But maybe they're just boarding early, I don't know. Alright, CFR, Romanian Railways here. And I am at the very front of the train over there. Car number 1. I think I'm gonna come in through the other side there. There's like an old couple. It's kind of, I don't want to have to like barge past them. But yeah, say goodbye to Brasov station. But yeah, we're already at the front of the train. I guess we're waiting for the engine to come. It's kind of weird just to see it empty like this. It's like Romania is like the one place where you can actually see trains come together and disassemble. So this is my seat, 75. Looks like there's some chargers under there. It's boiling hot here though, but it seems nice enough. Yeah, I feel like super bummed out that I couldn't make it to Dracula's castle, but man, I'm like running on empty on this point. It just kind of sucks. I think 3 months of traveling is kind of getting to me now. Alright, so we're leaving Brasov now, and it's gonna be probably about 2.5 to 3 hours now. We're on Romanian train time, so it's its own special type of time, I believe. You can see this old train. People like these old trains. Looks like we're starting to enter the mountains, so it's gonna be more forests than this probably.
of bears too, so you gotta be super careful when you're hiking out here. No, it's really pretty. Trees. Stop here. Looks like these windows are kind of dirty, pretty dirty actually, but I mean, look at that mountain peak, it has like a cross on top of it, way over there. definitely lose it now. What if they have to have a mascot for every station? So our train is broken, and I guess, I don't know, I'm gonna figure out what I gotta do now. At least it's cool out here. Alright, so I'm in the station of Calatori, and we're trying to figure out to get another ticket, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Alright, so I was able to get a new train, so let's see how it goes. Say bye to this little station. It kind of tortured me for a second. Alright, I have no idea where my old train's going, but I'm taking my odds with another train. And I had to pay $1.25 for the privilege of doing that. So it kind of sucks. They should have gave me a return. Kind of crazy. I like the numbering system now. Look, they got 3 and 4 there. Number. This is my train now? I don't know. So I got number 2. I got 1512, so I don't know if this train is like my old one is taking off. It's going back or what? Like, looks like it's going to the north. Did I like just change my ticket out for nothing? It seems kind of stupid. Maybe I should have just waited. Fuck, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm trapped in this town. I don't understand. So I got on this train here, and I guess it's the wrong one or it's the previous one. And it looks like my train might have left the first one. Like it sounded like it was like not going, and maybe I should have stayed on it. I don't know. This place is confusing. So that train's taking off. Ugh, I might have made a travel mistake. Maybe I should have just stayed on my original train. Now I'm like stuck here. It sounded like really sounded like it's broken down though, and like they're like evacuate the train, and now they figured it out. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should have talked to the train staff on the train. Boarding is a nightmare too. This whole train ride has been a nightmare. Alright, we're back on the train. That was a little bit of a nightmare. Romanian rails is definitely not one for the faint of hearted, you know. If you like schedules, this isn't the sort of train you'll enjoy. It's like a wrecked factory or something.
Cred că da, nu știu.
dat timpul, eu fac trenul ăla, dacă îi împiși pe tot de la spate, faci 3 sferturi de vagon. Se ca tot în timpul săptămânii.
Să înseamnă că rezistă mult la reparabil.
Da, da. O la fel putea să și crape, la mai reparat de 2 ori cât l-a tras până în gară.
Tău stai personal, nu?
O să plătim, facem mai repede că fie aici, plața e aici și noi acum mergi pe linia de tramvai încolo, spre Ghencea.
Nu știam că mai
Oh,
există
there's
un
all
mall.
beer here.
Mai e un plața, e la intrarea asta în parc. Iată.
Nu știu, niște aceste înainte, verde, la viitor.
Se vede pe arena asta.
Alright, so I think we're like 15 minutes outside of Bucharest. It's crazy. We're just like right outside the city and it's still farm warm like this. Alright, so we're approaching Bucharest now. About to get off. Finally made it here, an hour late and one train down. So should have been on one train and ended up taking two to get here. The other one was kind of fried, I guess. Getting closer, about to stop. Alright, I'm finally off this train. Thank God I made it. Alright, here we go. I'm finally at Bucharest. Oh my god, it's such a nightmare. Yeah, I really didn't think I was gonna make it there for a minute. I was just like, oh no. So this is the old workhorse that got me into Bucharest. Look at that thing. From like another time period. Alright, now I'm in town. I need to figure out how to get across town now. Alright, so I'm in the station. Look, there's our good old buddy McDonald's. There's a bunch of little shops here. Pharmacy. Yeah, it's got like everything you need. Chicken stuffed animal. Is that chicken or like a goose or something? What is that? I don't know. I see some old trains there. Alright, so I am out in Bucharest. So you try not to get hit by a car. Alright, so I think I'm supposed to go in here. Gare du Nord. See how you buy tickets here. Got English. Let's just do 10 trips. Because I might use this multiple times, I guess. 40 lei. Alright, so I'm supposed to go to Dristor 2. So it's this one here. Let's see how it works. Tap it. Oh no, you stick it in like this. Alright, I'm in. Alright, so I'm down here at the metro. It's much cooler down here. I didn't even know Bucharest had a metro, so it's pretty cool though. street art in here. All right, here's my train. Kind of reminds me of like the DC Metro train. I guess the rolling stock in the States is a lot older. Maybe the Gala du Nord. I don't really know how to pronounce anything in Romanian, so basically I will butcher the language or my chance I get.
Urmează stația Piața Victoriei, cu peronul pe partea stângă. Corespondență cu magistrala 2.
Yeah, like this train is pretty big too. Okay, so this is the metro for Bucharest, and I got on here. I'm going on this yellow line here. I'm currently there, and then get off over here. There's my train taking off fast. All right, got like a 15-minute walk to my place now. It's pretty nice out here, actually. Let's see where I gotta go. All right, so I am about 5 minutes away from my place, but this place is kind of a motor city. It seems like they have big, wide boulevards here. Apartments, businesses below. Almost there. All right, since I'm so close to the hostel, I'm just gonna do the ending of my video for today. So I boarded a train from Brasov on the north side of the Carpathians, and crossing the mountains, and my train broke down in a mountain town, so I had to take a second train from that mountain town to here in Bucharest. And altogether it took about roughly, like 4.5 hours. It wasn't even that far of a train. It should have taken about 3.5 hours, 3 to 3.5 hours roughly. I ended up taking an extra hour due to the train breakdown situation. It was kind of confusing and annoying, and yeah, it was just frustrating trying to get that ticket, but it all worked out, you know, and I'm here in Bucharest. I'm near my hostel, so it's all well. All's well that ends well, I suppose. So, but yeah, if you've been watching my travels, please like, share, subscribe. Tell some other people about my channel if they want to see some Euro tripping, and hopefully I get this going, and so I can continue making some content once I get back to the US. So I think that'd be fun. But yeah, thank you all for your support. Appreciate it.